Look at this. The Earth. A tiny blue dot in a sea of stars. Every person you've ever known. Every story ever told. All happening right here. But what if I told you we're just a small speck in something much, much bigger? Today, we're on an epic journey to explore the mind-blowing scale of the universe. Our first stop is the Moon, 384,000 kilometers away. Now, imagine this. If you were driving at 100 kilometers per hour, it would take you over 160 days to get there. But from the Moon, Earth looks tiny, a fragile sphere in the darkness. And yet, we're only scratching the surface of the cosmos. Next, we head to the Sun. About 150 million kilometers from Earth. Even light, traveling at 300,000 kilometers per second, takes over 8 minutes to reach us. Want to fly there in a commercial jet? That trip would take you 19 years. Just think about that. Space is enormous, and we've barely left our own solar system. Now let's travel to Mars. At its closest, it's 54.6 million kilometers away, but it can stretch to over 400 million kilometers. A flight to Mars? That would take you over 50 years in a jet. These distances show why space exploration is so challenging, but also so fascinating. How about Neptune? It's 4.5 billion kilometers from Earth. A trip that far? Light itself takes over 4 hours to get there from the Sun. And remember Voyager 1, launched in 1977? It's traveled over 22 billion kilometers and is still going. The distances we're talking about here are mind-boggling. In fact, Voyager 1 gave us this, Carl Sagan's famous pale blue dot image. From 6 billion kilometers away, Earth looked like a faint dot. Think about that. Everything we know, everything we are, is a tiny speck in the vastness of space. At the farthest edges of our solar system, there's the Oort Cloud, up to 100,000 times the distance between the Earth and the Sun. We're now talking about 1.9 light-years from the Sun, where the influence of our star finally fades and interstellar space begins. Beyond the Oort Cloud lies Alpha Centauri, the closest star system. But even that is 4.4 light-years away, over 276,000 times the distance between Earth and the Sun. If Voyager 1 kept traveling at its current speed, it would take over 70,000 years to reach it. That's how far apart the stars are. Our journey doesn't end there. The Milky Way galaxy, our cosmic home, spans 100,000 light-years across. Within it, billions of stars, each with potential planets orbiting. Our entire solar system is just one tiny point in this massive spiral of stars. But wait, it gets even bigger. Our Milky Way is part of the Local Group, a collection of galaxies spanning 10 million light-years. And this local group is just a small piece of the Virgo Supercluster, stretching over 110 million light-years. And then there's Laniakea, our supercluster, extending over 500 million light-years. The Milky Way, the local group, even the Virgo Supercluster, they're all just tiny components of this grand cosmic structure. It's so massive, it's hard to even comprehend. Finally, we reach the limits of the observable universe, a staggering 93 billion light-years across. But here's the crazy part. The universe is only 13.8 billion years old. How can it be so big? Well, the universe has been expanding since the Big Bang, stretching space itself. But what lies beyond this? That's a mystery we may never solve. So here we are, in a universe so vast, so infinite, that it's impossible to fully grasp. We're a tiny part of something enormous, and there's so much left to discover. Who knows what mysteries are still waiting to be uncovered? The universe is big, bigger than we can imagine, and yet it feels like we've only just begun our journey. If this journey through the universe blew your mind, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think lies beyond the edge of the observable universe? Thanks for watching, and remember, the universe is out there, waiting to be explored.